Hi, Namaste. Welcome back to our channel. This is Gautami. How are you all? Let me know in the comments. I am quiet. In this video, I am going to tell you 5 methods that are going to work as a catalyst to improve your English speaking skills. Are you ready? Then let's get into the video. Before that, I would like to request you to please click that like button, share it to your friends and family members, and not only that, if you are new, I request you to watch the video till the end without skipping and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. The first and the foremost simple habit that you need to include in your daily routine in order to speak English fluently is to read English storybooks or to read English novels or to read English newspaper. Okay? English storybook or English novel or English newspaper. You can select any of these three. It may be either magazine also, but you need to make sure that it is in English and you need to read it each and every day for 5 minutes early in the morning as soon as you wake up. Are you surprised why I am telling you to read as soon as you wake up? I have a reason. The reason is that as soon as you wake up, your mind is very fresh, right? Whatever you absorb during that particular time, I mean, whatever you do immediately after you wake up for about 5 to 10 minutes, it will be really productive, right? So that is the reason I am stressing a lot to read anything in English for 5 minutes as soon as you wake up. Okay? What I do is that I make sure that I read 5 pages a day and I am really being productive during that time. I have a habit of drinking warm water as soon as I wake. So, what I do is that I pick up a glass of warm water and while drinking water, I am reading English books. Okay, it is really productive because if you start your day with English, your brain is triggered, your brain will support you to think in English, to speak in English, to read in English, to listen in English the whole day. There is no chance that you should stress your brain to shift your language. Okay, so I recommend you to read early in the morning after you wake up for 5 minutes or at least try to read 3 to 4 pages each and every day. The second habit that you need to include in your daily routine is to listen to a podcast. Okay, I recommend you to listen to any podcast at least for 5 to 6 minutes at a stretch. Okay, at a stretch, you need to listen to that particular podcast actively. Okay, what I do is that I prefer to listen to podcast while I am feeding my baby. Okay, because my child eats very slowly, right? So I utilize the time to listen to a podcast. I listen to a podcast and at the same time I feed my baby. You know, right? Kids eat very slowly. So that is the thing going on right now in my home also. So whenever I try to feed my baby, I try to listen to a podcast, but I make sure that I do it actively. When I started this process, when I was trying to include it in my daily routine, it was a little bit tough because I was not able to concentrate on the podcast while feeding her. But now, after practicing it for 1 month, now I am able to balance both the activities. I can feed my baby and at the same time I am able to listen to the podcast actively. That is the reason I am telling you to select 5 to 6 minutes podcast. If you have a lot of time, then you can prefer 10 to 15 minutes podcast as per your convenience. If you feel that you are not productive by listening to your podcast by doing another work, then prefer to do only one work at a time. Prefer to only listen to podcast and after you complete listening to the podcast, then do your other works. As I am very tired up, I prefer to do two activities at the same time. Nowadays, I am listening to BBC English Learning Podcast. So, what I recommend you is that you can also select one of the podcasts that you like and try to listen to that podcast each and every day for 5 to 6 minutes whenever you are free, or when you are little bit bored, or you can also listen to the podcast when you are commuting to your workplace, or when you are cooking, or when you are doing your household chores, right? So this is up to you. You need to select the time that is preferable to you. The third habit that you need to include in your daily routine is to watch English short stories or to watch English movies. You know, I like this particular activity a lot. I think most of the English that I use is very simple because I am learning English through watching movies and watching English short animated stories. Yes, just give it a try. You know, what I do is that I wanted to show this to you. This is like a small notebook I used to write the new words that I learn, and I am habituated to write down the new phrases and words that I come across while watching movies. I love this activity a lot. It is not at all boring. Just trust me and just jump into doing this. Okay. So these are some of the phrases I came across while I was watching one of the short stories. Yeah. Nowadays I am watching Sunshine English Stories. It is a YouTube channel, and all the stories are animated stories and they are very beautiful. Yes, see, all these are the words I came across. All these are the new words and new phrases that I came across. Please just neglect that handwriting. See, only by watching a 20 to 30 minutes short story, I am able to cover these many words each and every day. Then what are you waiting for? Just try to watch a short story which is animated in English on YouTube, or just select one of the most interesting movie in English. If you want any recommendation, I have provided 5 best English movies that will be useful to you to improve your English speaking skills. I am going to put that video link in the end cards. Please check out. The fourth habit that you need to develop is journaling. Yes, try to do journaling as much as possible each and every day. Okay, it is a new activity for me also. Previously, I mean, 4 5 years ago, I was not habituated to journaling. I have started journaling just 1 to 2 years ago. It is very useful. Okay, while journaling, you need to think and you need to write on your own. Okay, it will train your brain to express your opinions, express your views, express your beliefs. Okay, all these you will be able to cover all these when you are journaling. Write something good that had happened in your day, write something bad that had happened to you. Okay, please put down all the sorrows, all the happiness, all the thoughts that are present in your mind, or all the burdens that you are carrying in your heart all these days during journaling. All your sorrows are going to just vanish. Okay, journaling is a very good idea. Try to practice it each and every day. So, what I generally do is that while journaling, I am trying to thank God for each and every little good that happened to me on that particular day. First of all, I am going to thank Him for giving me such a beautiful life, for giving me such a beautiful opportunity to share my thoughts with all you people, for giving me beautiful parents, for giving me such a kind hearted husband, for giving me such a lovable child. You must be thankful to God. And the second thing I prefer to put down while journaling is the best things that happened to me on that particular day. Next, for sure, if I had come across something bad in my life, like if someone scolded me or someone criticized me, I am definitely going to put that also down in my journal, because when I read my journal after some days, I make sure that that was my stage when so many people criticized me, when so many people laughed at me. Now I am in this position. That is what I want to remind myself. In my previous journals, I was damn sure that I was not able to put even a single sentence without any grammatical mistakes. Now, when I am reading them, I laugh sometimes. So that is the case. Now, a little bit. I have improved a little bit. I think that journaling has improved my grammar, improved my sentence formation, and not only that, it improved me in overall perspective of putting my thoughts clearly, and it helped me to articulate my thoughts clearly. Yes, journaling has helped me a lot. So try to do journaling. Try to write a journal. Try to maintain a journal that will be very useful to you. It is equal to a diary. Whenever you want to feel the emotions of your past, reading a journal will help, right? So that is why I prefer journaling. So I recommend you to do so. The last and final fifth habit that you need to include into your daily routine is speak. Yes, each and every day try to speak before you go to bed. Make sure that you speak in English. You can just summarize your whole day, or you can pre plan your day, or you can just recollect your past memories, or you can just make a phone call to your friend and speak to them in English, or you can just summarize a story that you have read on that day, or you can just plan out how you want to spend tomorrow, right? You can do so many things, but you need to make sure that you are doing it in English, speaking it loud in English. Try to speak loud. Only then you will be able to hear what you are speaking, right? You can also think in English, right? But I am not recommending you to think in English. I am recommending you to speak in English. When you speak, you are going to hear it again. So that is what I want. When you hear, you will get to know your grammar mistakes and pronunciation mistakes. It will be helpful to you. And not only that, you will come to know whether you are fumbling, whether you're taking too many pauses, whether you are able to put the correct word, use the correct word in that particular context or not. There are a lot of benefits. Just put all these five habits, just practice to include all these five habits into your daily routine. I hope you like this video, and if so, please click that like button, share it with your friends and family members, and not only that, please subscribe and click that bell icon. Okay, so that is all for this video, and I hope I would join you as soon as possible with another interesting video. Thank you so much for joining me till then.